Hi, everyone. We just wanted to do a very quick introduction to this episode.
In this episode, we have a very, very special guest, our mom.
And she's our most honored guest, actually, up until now. And really, the episode that we made is just for us, and we
thought
to share it.
We should share.
Yeah.
And just so you know where we come from, although she will be responding in Spanish, we will ask in English.
Try to say things in English to make...
And also translate some of the...
Make it make sense.
Yeah, some of the information she says. So you kind of can follow through. If you're bilingual...
This is for you.
This is going to be easy. Anyway, we wanted to share our mom with you and stories of where we come from.
It's so awesome that she said yes. Like for a while we were really thinking, okay, she's never gonna do this. She's never gonna agree to this. But then
I tricked her. I said, hey, we can record this, and if you don't like it, we'll delete it. And she's like, really? Oh, okay, I'll do it.
And she didn't seem to have a problem with it. So I think she got used to it after a while. She was just kind of talking. So this is the episode, and a lot of it is just us trying to really understand her side of things and her story. And I hope that you find it as special as we did.
And you get a kick out of it, too, because there's some stuff that's
She's
funny.
She is funny.
And some stuff that is like, whoa. Okay.
Like, yeah. And our niece is in it, too. She participated as well. And her side is in English, so...
So this is the 3 generations, 3 gens. And hope you like it.
Yeah, we really hope you enjoy it from the bottom of our hearts to yours. Welcome to Permission the Podcast. I'm Dr. T, and this is my sister,
Silvana, and we are 2 regular people talking about spirituality in our daily lives.
Each week, we're inviting you to the internal conversation. So let's get started.
With your permission.
Welcome back to Permission the Podcast.
Today's episode is 3 generations. 3 gens.
3 gens. So so this was my idea. Okay. Bear with me. My mother's here with us, right?
My mother.
My niece.
My niece.
My sister. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
My business partner.
And my idea was that we would be talking across some generations. Eden here is in Boston. We don't know why. Because whatever.
Go Sox!
We're gonna pretend she didn't say that in my home. We are live from New York City.
Go Sox. Go Sox.
We are live from New York City. My mother was patient enough to kind of entertain the idea of guest starring in this podcast, and I feel like I speak for both of us when we say this is our honored guest. My bad. This is our honored guest, my mother.
No comments.
And the idea that I had for this was first just being able to talk across generations, because I think it's vital. A lot of our information and knowledge gets kind of given down to us. Like we're gaining wisdom through the people that lived before us, right? And so my mother handed us information that is valuable, that we keep, that we take with us. And from that, we're giving it to the next generation. And this is where
This generation is
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Gen Z generation. Z.
Right.
What are you throwing in there?
I don't know. X is too old. It's a long time ago.
Who's X? Am I X? No, I'm a millennial. I don't even know what that means anymore. Is X before millennial?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you a millennial? I don't
I'm
know.
a millennial. I'm a solid millennial. Yes.
So it is an honor to have Mom here. We're going to probably be going back and forth between English and Spanish. That's a possibility.
Yeah, my mother's gonna speak in Spanish.
We'll translate.
You'll translate.
Fine.
I'll sit here and look pretty. Okay, so we'll start with introductions. If you could go, Eden. Just like, what's your stage in life? What are we looking at here? You're a Gen Z.
I'm Gen Z. I'm a college student in Boston, as we established.
A kick-ass one.
A kick-ass college student in Boston. I'm entering my last year of my undergraduate, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy, exciting. Crazy exciting, yeah.
Do you know what you're gonna do for the rest of your life?
Hell no.
Hell's to the no.
Hell's to the no. But that's like exciting.
Yes.
I think that's a stage of my life where I'm getting a degree, I'm getting my undergraduate, and having experiences and learning while I do that and growing while I do that. And then I don't feel like I need to know what I want to do for the rest of my life. I just need to know what like my goals are and what I'm trying to do over the course of those experiences. But it doesn't really, I think that comes like secondary. I have goals and then where my life, where I take myself to get to those goals is like the next step.
It's the new adventure.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Introduce Mom.
Mom.
My mother.
Di hola a la gente, saluda.
Saluda.
Di quién eres. I am their mom.
Soy la mamá de mis dos hijas, Silvana y Teresa, y la abuelita de Eden,
So
mi nieta.
Oh, okay, so she said she's our mom.
She said ours.
And she said she's grandmother to Eden.
Well, out of both of us, who has her name?
That's irrelevant.
Just saying. My mother, Teresa. I don't know if you caught that, but Teresa. Okay. Mami, si puedes hablar de cómo fue estar en Perú en los tiempos que estuviste ahí, porque bastante de tu desarrollo estuvo en Perú. Bueno, hasta ser adulta.
Estudié en una escuela privada cuando era pequeña. Estudié en este colegio que lo dirigían profesoras que se educaron en Estados Unidos y teníamos libros y todo el currículum de escuelas de acá de Estados Unidos. Cuando me cambié a una escuela nacional para estudiar secundaria, igual estudiamos inglés porque era parte del currículum de las escuelas en Perú. Y a lo que terminé secundaria, seguí estudiando en el Instituto Peruano Norteamericano en Lima. Ingresé a la universidad y terminé mis estudios como profesora de español y literatura española.
¿Y qué te enseñó Perú?
¿Qué me enseñó Perú?
Sí, o sea, vivir allá, estar en esos tiempos.
Que los estudiantes eran bien responsables y el currículum que teníamos que llevar era bien fuerte para poder entrar a una universidad. Me acuerdo que los fines de semana tenía que leer los periódicos más importantes para saber acerca de la política de otros países, regímenes, los golpes de estados en diferentes lugares, las capitales del mundo, los países, los capitales, qué tipo de gobierno tenían, y no solamente eso, sino que teníamos que estudiar, como en el Perú hablamos español, sobre literatura española y sobre el tipo de gobierno y países que habían en todo el mundo, y saber lo que estaba pasando en el Perú y en el exterior. Teníamos una educación bien fuerte. Para poder entrar a la universidad teníamos que estudiar muy duro. Y los estudiantes empezaban a estudiar desde cuarto de secundaria hasta quinto de secundaria, y a veces hasta un año más para poder entrar a la universidad. Ahora a veces no saben ni dónde están los departamentos o ciudades más importantes de un país. Era fuerte.
So Eden, when you're experiencing this, right, you're hearing my mother talk, and she's talking about a time and a place and a different space where it's not here, it's there. It's not now, it's then. And you're a bit removed because you were born in the United States. Does it feel some sort of way to have her speak about being there, essentially? Like, and you being born here and having this, it's almost like a far removal of like things, which is part of the conversation with generations, right?
Yeah, I think especially with, I mean, what you mentioned, like I was born in the United States, and I think what Abuelita was just talking about is I think how difficult it was to get into. One of the things that she mentioned was how difficult it was, and how much students had to study to enter university, to have access to to have access to college, and how even the curriculum and like the younger grades and through high school was very geared toward, I think she was saying it's, I don't know how to directly translate, like fuerte, like strong. It's very difficult. And I think being in a very different place and also a very different situation for me was that I never expected that I wasn't going to go to college. And I think that's what I have definitely experienced much differently in a different generation, born in the United States. I mean, I went to public school. Cholita was talking about how she went to like a private school that was the curriculum was structured on the US, but I never had that thought of like, okay, I need to like work hard and be a good student and learn, but I never had, experienced a feeling of, okay, I need to dedicate myself to this thing because if I don't, I won't have access to it. I've always felt like I would have access.
And she also mentioned that she was studying in the weekends and she would have to learn about the political view of each country, like the political status, each country, their capitals or important cities in those countries, what kind of government they had, political policies of the countries. And that is, and she was doing this, and reading all the newspapers from other countries, not just Peru, so she could be well diverse in the political, picture of each country. And without that, she wasn't going to be able to get into college.
Well, something I just had this thought that I think is sort of interesting is that the idea of being well educated in that context was how well do you know beyond your context? And I think oftentimes in the U.S., being well educated is I mean, we know this about the United States, it's very U.S. centric. And so being well educated means, how well do you know the United States? I mean, you do a lot of like U.S. history and how much world history, and very little. Yeah.
But even in my generation, when I went to high school and going to high school or going to elementary school in Peru was it was very much a very disciplined too. The whole discipline thing, and was really a culture shock when I came to the States, right? Because when a teacher would enter the classroom, all the students,
We all stood up.
we stood up until the teacher said, "Good morning, you may sit down."
And we said good morning.
And we said, "Good morning." And we couldn't speak unless we were spoken to. And we were basically like soldiers in a way.
Yeah.
And so, but it was considered good manners, like we were being, ¿cómo se dice? Not obedient, but we were being respectful to the professors. So they
Disciplina.
discipline. There we go. and so we were brought up that way. We were also, geography was really important in learning. It wasn't like an option, right? Like, so we knew countries, we knew their capitals, we knew which continent they were from. When we arrived to the States in 1990, based on my age, I was a sophomore. Well, I was 15 when I arrived. And so the minute I went to public school, and so the minute a teacher would enter the room, I would stand up, and everybody's like, nobody cared. Everybody was talking. The teacher, "Hey, hi, be quiet," and people will keep talking, and I'll be like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful.
It was so weird.
It was so weird, and it was really shocking to me. And the other thing that was shocking to me is that the reading teacher one time said, "Okay, here's the globe map. Where is England?" And it was a small classroom. I don't know, 6, 10 people at most. Nobody knew where England was. And Roberto and I, because Roberto was in my class, my brother.
My brother.
My brother. And I looked at each other and we were like, is this a joke? Like, where are the cameras? Is this,
These people are fucking with us, yeah.
And we're like looking at each other. We're almost laughing. And Roberto goes like, right there. Right? And then I'm thinking to myself, wow, it's like if we didn't know where Spain is, right? Because we're, right? And so, as a Spanish-speaking country, and I was just like,
We know where Spain is.
And so that was really And it really dawned on me, okay, geography is an elective. And then I realized, okay, so they don't have to learn about other countries
No.
if they don't want to, right? Like if in order for you to know about other countries, you either take the elective or maybe I don't know, or maybe all the kids that were in our classroom weren't really the brightest cookies in the jar, right? That's
Right. And maybe that's because you didn't speak English.
And that's because I didn't speak English and they put me in lower level classes, which they did with math, which I was like, I did this like 3 years ago.
20 years ago. Yeah.
Right? Just so that we can learn. But I think the most shocking thing to me was how the discipline was way different.
The most shocking thing for me was my peers and what they would say they did at home. I would hear some stories of like, my mom told me whatever, and you know what I said? And I was like, bruh, you know what I don't say?
Everything. Because my mom had the look, right? My mom had the look. You got the look. And you got the on the head, the
Yeah.
cocachos.
She would come down with that knuckle. So it's interesting because like that was the biggest divide was with me and my peers with what they said they did at home. And part of me seriously did not believe them. Like I seriously did not believe that they would do stuff. And I had this conversation with Carker and Smith the other day of, how was growing up with their parents, like as far as discipline or whatever. I said, well, when my parents told me to do something, I would just get up and do the thing that they would tell me to do. And that's it. Like my mom would say, go do X, and I would get up and go do X, not wait, not, oh yeah, mom, chill. No, like, no. If she said, go do X, I would literally, oh, okay. And I would get up and go do it.
Yeah. Why? Mami, cuenta. Los fines de semana, si no limpiábamos, ¿qué podíamos hacer? Absolutamente nada. No podíamos salir de la casa.
Es que el fin de semana había que arreglar, hacer limpieza, todo, y dejar todo limpio para la semana que viene, limpios uniformes, todo, porque tenían que llevar uniformes bien planchados, y tener todas sus tareas porque los profesores les dejaban todas las tareas para llevar el día lunes. Tareas de investigación, de escribir papeles.
So what she's basically saying is that
We had to get ready for the week.
we had to get ready for the week, and that was the weekend. We would do homework in the weekend, but there was like, we had to spotless clean the whole house, and everybody had a chore. And if we didn't do them, we didn't get to do anything else. So if we wanted to play in the patio with our friends and we didn't clean, guess what? You didn't leave the house for that day.
How was growing? Did this rub off on your mom? First of all, let's explain. Like Eden's mother is not on this podcast. She's here. She's in the building. She's in New York, and we'll say that today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Mari. We decided to take. Well, I decided to invite my mom for a belated Mother's Day present to New York because Silvana said, you need to get her a gift that will take her out of the house. So I said, perfect. Bring her to New York. We went and saw the show. The show was
Smigadoon.
Migadoon. Really amazing show. I don't know about the name, but Really amazing show. Totally recommend it. So we're all here. Eden's mother is downstairs right now with Titi, my niece that lives with me. So I'm asking her now, like, if her mom, who's not on this podcast, got anything from my mom as far as like discipline and
You know, the discipline, the structure of like, if you don't do the dishes,
there's nothing. Don't even think
don't even
about
go
it.
to the backyard.
Don't even think about it.
You can't even step outside of the house. Mind you, we lived in an apartment building, so
Yeah.
leaving the apartment meant, you know, there was no backyard. We had a patio, but we couldn't go to the patio if we didn't do our chores.
I'm going to say no. That's a negative.
I think it's a no. I also want to put out there that like that my siblings and I were like pretty chill kids, I think.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
So, I mean, like what you said about like my parents told me to do something, I just got up and did it, you know?
Yeah.
Like mom, at a certain age, you can like reach the sink. That's when you start doing dishes. So you start helping to load the dishwasher. Hey, can you make sure you go do this? Yeah, you make sure you go do this. And so I think we were like chill enough that we did what our parents told us to.
Listen,
And then
it didn't come from your mom. It definitely came from your dad.
Oh, yeah.
Your
For sure.
not take any. Can I say shit? Yeah.
yeah.
You didn't take any
I'll mention if my dad is not, you know, isn't the Latina mom with a flip flop, but he has a look. He has a look and if something, well, he doesn't have a chancla, but he has a look. And if something if someone wasn't getting up and doing dishes, he'd come and just look at you.
He's not
And he looks at
messing
you.
around.
He like widens his eyes and he sort of tilts his head down. He doesn't tilt. It's not like a side head tilt. It's like a down. And he's like, and he goes like this. And then you go do the dishes.
Yeah. You go do the...
So
you had it.
we had it.
Yeah.
We had it.
Not from the Latino side, but yeah.
But it was
I
there.
was just thinking about it. Wait a minute.
Wait a
Hold
minute.
up.
Where did it come from? But I agree. Sometimes
I don't know what
sometimes
happens
you'd
in
be
these
like,
homes.
and I'm gonna put out there, I also think it's like white kids,
Yeah.
Oh, because you're half Peruvian.
you know? But like I feel like it's the people you talk to and you're like, like even when I'm like spitting mad at my parents, like even through my teenage years, we got in arguments. It wasn't, if like I was getting in an argument with my parents, it's because it was like I was mad, you know? But like the rest of the time,
I ever got into an argument with my parents. I don't think I would have even conceived of some of the stuff my peers would say. My peers would say stuff and I wouldn't even dream of responding that way. I would be like, wait, what? You said what? But you actually said that? Like those words came out of your mouth and they were directed at your parents? Stop it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I gotta say, I did have a rebel side to me, and I did answer back at times, only when I thought it was unfair. When it came to treatment for boys versus treatment for women, right? So my brothers could do whatever they want because they were boys.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And us, we just, no, you have to stay home, you have to do this, you have to do that. And that was hard for me growing up. So at times I would say, well, they can go out till midnight, but I need a team to go with me if I'm going. You know what I mean? So that was difficult.
Well, you're
So-
a woman.
So at times I was
That's going to get
arguing.
me in trouble.
So at times I was arguing about. So then I, smart me. I became friends with my brothers, and now I'm like, oh, my brothers are going.
Yeah. I got cousins,
Yeah,
For that.
And so eventually,
boy cousins.
yeah, it eventually became like, well, Carlos and Roberto are going, so now it was okay for me to go because I had bodyguards.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they did protect me. Nobody in the barrio, which is in the neighborhood, nobody could mess with us.
Right.
We were the sisters of the pelados.
Okay. Madre. ¿Siempre quisiste ser madre?
Estudiar y graduarme y trabajar, pero me casé primero y o sea, empecé a trabajar, pero por corto tiempo. Y después dejé todo porque sabía que si los dejaba en manos de una persona así, no sabía
Niñera.
cómo niñera o algo, no sabía de qué forma iban a crecer. Cuando los padres no ven a los hijos y nunca se sabe. Entrevistaron a un estudiante que era hijo único. Los padres lo tenían en buena escuela, todo, pero tenía una niñera, porque los padres tenían altos cargos en unas compañías. Y le preguntaron a mí, ¿por qué tú no estudias si estás en una buena escuela? Le dijo, a mis padres no les importa nada. No voy a estudiar, no voy a hacer nada. Pero era porque los padres lo más se interesaban en hacer dinero. Y también tuve una compañera de estudios que se quedó viuda, pero sus hijas estaban un poco, ya estaban en secundaria, ella los crió bien, consiguió un buen trabajo y lo único que les pidió a sus hijas fue que la ayudaran, ¿no? Y que las tareas que hacían durante el tiempo que ella estaba trabajando se la dejaran en la mesa para ella revisarlas. Ella les pidió eso porque quería que la ayudaran a ella a sentirse tranquila yendo a trabajar. Porque el papá, que era el que ganaba el dinero pues para sostener la casa, había muerto, así que le tocó a ella ir a trabajar, pero le pidió a las hijas que por favor la ayudaran. Así que ella, cuando llegaba, todas las tareas estaban en la mesa. Y ella me decía, ¿no?, que gracias a ese cariño que sus hijas, 2 hijas tenían para ella, la consideraban, porque era papá y mamá en la casa, ella podía seguir trabajando tranquila.
Mami, ¿cuál fue lo más difícil que aprendiste de ser madre? O también lo más lindo. Okay, let's put it into context, yeah. So, my mother here, my darling, darling mother, was a mother at a time where there was no dishwasher. She was the dishwasher. She was the laundromat. She washed things by hand. She cooked. She cleaned. She baked. Like, what?
All the time.
All the time. And she had to go fetch water. She had to go fetch water.
When we were out of water. I mean, Carlos and Roberto will fetch water.
Sure. She made clothes.
She cut our hair. She learned how to cut our
She
hair.
cut our hair.
Yeah.
Oh, you know those emojis with you see the woman doing like vacuuming and cooking and like she has like 8 arms. That was my mom. And she had 6 kids. So I said, what was the difficult thing about being a mother? And she said, I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Eden, do you want to be a mother?
Well,
Do you want to contribute to our gene pool that is very...
and we do have pretty good genes.
That's what I'm saying. We have pretty good genes. Look at our jeans. We're all wearing jeans. Look, we're all wearing jeans.
I'll start here. My parents, my mom and my dad, are really excited about grandchildren. I went home. I recently went home. I was visiting. I came home, and
They really are.
they have started planting a raspberry bush in the backyard every year in anticipation of grandchildren.
I don't know
For the
what...
grandchildren to come and pick raspberries. Like, they keep things and they go, I'm keeping this for the grandchildren. Put it away. Go, oh. So I'll put that out there, and then I'll say, my dad literally yesterday, he was like, I want to keep this board game that no one has played in 10 years, because I want to play this with my grandchildren one day. Put it back away. I was like, all right. So they're really excited about grandchildren. And when I was 18, and they were still really excited about grandchildren when I was 18, they would like talk about it, be like, and I was like, I don't want kids. How's that? And my mom, like, when I first said that, my mom was like, I think she was sad. She was like, don't say that. She was like, don't say that. When I was 18, I was like, I'm never going to get married. I'm never going to have kids. I never want to be a mother. When I was 18, I said that. And I was like, okay. And now I'm 18 and I'm saying it. And so for the last couple years, I've like every time, I think when I've gotten that question, usually from my parents, I'm like, no, I don't want kids.
My bad. Yeah. Okay.
No, I go, no, I don't want kids because it was,
Is it the rebel side of you?
at that point I was like, chill out, guys. I'm not having a kid. When I turned 20, I was like, haha, it was like my 20th birthday, we were eating dinner. I go, haha, this is really funny. No longer can have a teenage pregnancy. And my mom was like, don't say that. I was like, oh, I thought it was funny. I think there's that. But recently I was having a conversation with someone, and I was taking this class. It was a really great class, but it was basically, it's a theology course. I go to a religious school. They make us take theology courses. So I took a theology course about sexuality. And it was a great class. There was a lot of good conversation. And I think diving into topics that maybe I've encountered before and talked about before, but with a deeper and different lenses and understanding different parts of that conversation. But something that we were talking about was the norms of like relationships for like a just relationship. And one of those that I think stuck with me that I hadn't thought about was this idea of fruitfulness, and how even within a relationship, I think a very societal norm of fruitfulness that's out there is this like heteronormative fruitfulness where 2 people make a baby, and that's like, you are, that's your fruit. Like, you're producing, that's that fruitfulness. Mm-hmm. And that conversation was that every relationship should be fruitful in the fact that we take care of each other and we help each other grow. And it was also a conversation about, like whose children are our children. Every child needs more people. I mean, I'm sitting here with 3 people who are not my direct parents, but have helped raise me, and have contributed to my life a lot. I mean, my abuela, right? But my tias are also here as people who have raised me and take care of me and check in on me and teach me things, and I have fun with. So that it goes.
The record, we still check on you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like present tense. But and so I think that recently has stuck with me more. And I think it's not necessarily that I don't want kids or I want kids. I know some people have that, and that's great for them. That's great for them. But I think if I did end up having like a child of my own that I would consider my own, great. And I hope I do the best job I could with that. But I also like my sister has kids. Those are my kids,
I feel that.
Right? Like I'm maybe I'll be a teacher. Like those are kids that I'm taking care of and growing.
To raise kids. It's not just the parents, it's the example they get from other grown-ups. It's the people that come in contact in school. It is everything. It's not, yes, it's the hard part, the main job is for the parents. But then there's the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, all of the environment and everything, that the support system, right? How many times did I babysit for Marisa? Plenty of times. That as well. And so is the support system. So it's a team. It takes a village.
Well, I've been hearing, I listen to a lot of podcasts and I've been hearing a lot of information about the decline in birth rates. I've been hearing a lot of information about couples let's start with this. I've been hearing a lot of information about people being single, about people not being in relationships, about people not having sex, about people not having sex with the intention of procreating, which has led to lower birth rates. And people are very concerned because what they're saying is, I don't know because I'm not in the field, but I hear all the people that are in the field, so I'm going to take their word for it, that it's getting to levels where it's concerning enough to a level of extinction. Have you heard any of this?
They clearly haven't gone to Peru. I'm kidding. But no, I have heard, and a lot of it has to do with how people are connecting with people. There's a lot of where we are right now in this era where everything is on your phone, and the people, we're losing human connection. Let's put it that way. Now with AI coming in and robots doing everything. But also we're in an era where people are focusing more on themselves, their career-driven people. Women are career women, right? Like before it was different. The man would go out, they would work. For my mom, my dad was out working. So for my mom, at times it was her being mom and dad at the same time because dad was working. So it was just her. The memories I have of being little is my mom doing everything. Dad would come home late, right? He would come home to eat dinner. It was just mom. We were with mom all day. And so, and at one point that was the case. A household can be run by one person. That is not the case anymore, right? So you need two parents working. You need women and men working. And that has shifted a lot of things. And then you put technology in, and people are just not connecting the same way. Well, that's what I think.
Yeah. Okay, so my mother had
Well,
six.
Mami, ¿cómo fue cuidarnos a nosotros de niños, porque los recuerdos que yo tengo son que tú hacías todo. Y estábamos contigo todo el día y a mi papá lo veíamos tarde porque él trabajaba. O sea, tú eras mamá y papá por casi todo el día. Entonces, ¿cómo lo recuerdo bien o así era? Porque eso es lo que yo recuerdo de niña.
O sea, él era el que trabajaba porque yo no trabajaba.
Trabajaba mucho más que él.
¿Cómo era el día de mi papá y cómo era tu día? Yo no recuerdo mucho a mi papá. Recuerdo estar contigo siempre, pero no con mi papá. O sea, mi papá venía después del trabajo, pero no lo veía tanto como, obvio, como te veía a ti.
Sí, así era, pero ya después, igual, generalmente ahora las parejas se turnan para tener trabajos a diferentes horarios, ¿no? Algunos padres van a trabajar en las mañanas, otros trabajan en la tarde y al menos por cierta cantidad de horas pueden disfrutar los hijos de la presencia de sus padres, pero no siempre es así. Y es triste, ¿no? Si es que logran balancear el tiempo que pasan con sus hijos, los hijos tendrían contacto con sus padres, ¿no?
Mami, ¿qué consejo le das a Eden, pero también a sus hermanos, a sus primos que son los hijos de tus hijos? ¿Qué consejo le das a ellos en el tema de ser padre?
El asunto es que las personas cuando se casan deben saber con quién se están casando. A veces, no, sí tienes que saber. ¿Sabes por qué? Las personas sí saben con quién se están casando, pero como están enamoradas, no ven los defectos. Y después sale una señora diciendo, lo que pasa es que a él le gusta ver mucho el fútbol, ¿no? O sea, como tu abuelito que puede ver 3 partidos de fútbol en un día. Ahí se sienta a mirar. Entonces, ¿qué hacen? Discuten con el hombre. Oye, ¿por qué tú no lavas platos, barres, haces acá o algo? En vez de estar mirando fútbol. O agarran, se van con sus amiguitos. ¿Cómo se llama? A jugar o algo y desaparecen de la casa, ¿no? Entonces, el problema es que esas cosas deben conocer a la otra persona cuando están de novios. Porque después, él nunca me lleva al cine. Él nunca me saca a comer a la calle. Me casé y me tengo que quedar encerrada en mi casa, mientras de repente está sacando a otra persona a comer o irse al cine con otra persona. Entonces, cuando se casan, deben de saber con quién se está casando. A él le gusta el fútbol, a él le gusta esto, el otro, pero tienen que aprender a compartir con la esposa. Ok, hoy día te voy a llevar a comer a la calle, decirle a tu hermana que venga a cuidar a los niños y salir como una pareja. Entonces, el asunto es, después se van y se quejan, oh, este hombre es así, no hace esto, hace estas cosas, pero esa chica sí sabía cómo era él antes, ¿no? Y le parecía bien.
Bueno,
Entonces,
como aprendimos hoy en el show, las personas cómo se cambian.
¿Cómo cambian?
No puedes
Forzar.
no puedes forzar el cambio en una persona.
No, pero
Con amor.
sí, entonces mira,
No está bien cuando quieren cambiar.
había un sacerdote
Mm.
que agarró y le dijo a los novios, ¿no?
Okay.
Que hicieran un folder con fotos y todo, diciendo de qué forma se conocieron, a dónde iban y todo, y por qué querían casarse. Y se casaron, y después de un tiempo ya querían divorciarse. Entonces el sacerdote le dijo, tráeme el folder que hiciste antes de casarte con tu esposo. Y ahí miró todas las actividades que hacían y se dieron cuenta que habían fallado en su relación, y volvieron a reconectarse y su matrimonio se fortaleció. Cuando esas personas se quejan de que esto, el otro, deberían acordarse por qué se casaron con esa otra persona.
Yeah.
¿Cómo se
Pero
¿Qué consejo le das a Eden para ser madre?
para ser madre, para ser...
Ya sabemos lo que no debes dejar que pase con tu esposo o persona significante en tu vida.
Ya, pero ¿qué consejo tienes
consejo?
para...
Tienes que planificar no solamente tu vida, sino si estás trabajando, si quieres seguir trabajando y coordinar con tu esposo cómo van a arreglar la situación económica, porque acá necesitas 2 sueldos, a menos de que te cases con un millonario.
Ya manifiesta.
Yeah.
Y le digas, no voy a trabajar, me quedo en la casa.
So don't marry someone who loves football too much. Don't marry someone who loves drinking too much.
Oh, for sure. No.
Plan it out.
Plan your
Plan it out.
children.
But also no.
Communicate.
With this signal. With this. No.
No, you gotta know.
You gotta know who you're marrying. Or
With-
who you're getting into your life with.
With eyes wide open. Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
Well, the advice, basically, know the person you're gonna marry or you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. How you know them now or the moment you meet them, that is it. That is who they are at the moment, and that's who they're gonna keep being after you get married.
Hey, this is what I say in therapy all the time. You have all the data points. You've known this person 6 months, a year. That's it. That's what you get.
Yeah. And if you have this illusion of how different they're going to be, that's not going to happen unless they want to change. But also, you marry them. That's who they are. That's what my mom...
Okay. So let's put this into context, right? My mother has 6 children. I'm the 6th. Of those 6 children, those children had 13 children,
There's 13 grandkids.
right? What is the wisdom that you want to impart on your bloodline? This is your bloodline. Tú has creado 6 hijos que han tenido.
13 hijos.
¿Qué quieres?
¿Qué sabiduría?
¿Qué quieres?
¿Qué consejo?
¿Qué has aprendido? ¿Qué quieres, o sea, en tu vida, qué quieres dejarnos? Quiero que sepas tal cosa de la vida.
Cada una de ellos tiene sus propios padres y de ambos padres van a recibir la formación que ellos les van a dar ahí a los nietos. Cada uno va a ser diferente porque todos no son iguales.
Okay, she wants to go PC. She wants to go
porque
PC. So she just
Básicamente-
washed her hands from this question. She washed her hands.
job.
Hey, I did what I needed to do to get you fuckers out of here. And now you fuckers have to figure it out.
And you're gonna do your own way.
And good luck. And we're all fine and everything's fine.
You've done enough.
Okay, mami. ¿Cómo fue la decisión de salir de Perú? O sea, ¿tuviste el deseo de salir de Perú?
no, yo quería quedarme en Perú.
¡Yo también! No, mentira.
Sí. Fuiste la primera que te alistaste.
Sí.
Puntual.
Comías. ¿Fue difícil?
A mí me hubiera gustado quedarme en el Perú, pero ya no. Sí, estoy contenta de estar acá. Al principio fue duro. Hemos hecho nuestro trabajo y ahora les toca a ustedes hacer el de ustedes con sus hijos. Responsabilidad de sus padres. Claro que de alguna forma algo aprenderán de sus abuelitos, ¿no? De ambos lados, pero al final poco a poco son adultos y ya.
Ya son su propia responsabilidad, básicamente.
Ya todos son adultos, ya.
Yeah, so, so what mom is saying is that you guys, I've raised all of you guys. It is your responsibility to raise your own kids. And also, now they are adults too, so it's their responsibility.
Well, the children are adults.
Yeah. The 13 grandkids are
Well, not
mostly,
all of them.
they're all grown up. Yeah.
Mm.
More than half are adults, no? Or half? Yeah.
No, okay.
How many college kids in including Brandon, because Brandon is about to go? Diego.
Okay, moving on. So, Eden, what's it like to be a part of this family? I know it's a big question. Whatever.
question.
You got it. I believe in you.
Sometimes it's really loud. Like sometimes even you guys are loud, and then you put like everyone together, and it's honestly it's joyful. No, like when it's loud, it's joyful.
It's not loud from argument, that's for sure.
No,
We're not arguing.
we're not
We're
arguing.
loud as when we express ourselves, we talk a lot, we laugh.
We play music, we sing, we make jokes. I think the best example I have of my experience in this family is that there's 13 grandchildren, and when we hang out, we have like the best time ever. Like we have so much fun when we hang out, and I think that goes to show like what I know Abuelita was like, it's their responsibility, like, and then that gets passed on. But I think that goes to show how much we've learned to enjoy and care for each other, but also enjoy each other. And I think I see that a lot in my mom and her siblings, so my aunts, and my uncles, and then also just like the extended families, that we care for each other, but also we also do our best to enjoy each other. So even if I don't like particularly like someone, in that sense, not in the sense that I like dislike you, but like maybe we don't have the same humor, maybe we don't make the same jokes, like you don't really click with someone, I still care for them and work to enjoy them when I see them and spend that time with them. And I think that's what it's like to be part of this family is it's a big family, and big families come with drama always, and different personalities and different ideas and opinions and values, but it's not but just it's beyond like we don't just love each other, you know. I think we truly try to cherish our family
And accept each other.
and I think that's
the gift.
that joy has grown out of that. Yeah. So I'll say about that.
It's interesting because like I feel that we just get on so well. And it's, you know, you would think it's like herding cats, right? We're talking numbers that are like, you know, there's 6 of us.
Big.
Several of us are married. Children are 13. Like you're getting a sense of adding here, right? And that's just our, you know, I would say nuclear family,
Yeah.
right? And then you add on uncles and aunts and cousins and this and that and whatever. And we just get on really well. At least for sure the immediate family. And it's almost like, I'm so glad that you were here to say that, because it's almost like, do people believe that we get on so well? You know what I mean? Like there's so many of us. Do you really get on so well?
Do you remember? I think it was 2 years ago. It was like for the New Year's, but we had a sleepover, and we all ended up standing around, and it was so bad. But it was the cousins, and you guys were there too, and we had a. We weren't like, I mean, everyone has like a phone or a TV or something, but we were standing around in like the tiniest room in this massive house that we could find to like be as basically close together as possible. We found the tiniest room for all, like it was like most of the 13 to stand in with you guys, and we had a rap battle. We found like a closet.
We were in the
Pizza.
We were eating pizza
in a room that was between the kitchen and the dining room.
It was like a closet.
It was the room between
Right.
the living room.
And we all decided to go. We all like went into that little space and we stood there, and then we like pushed 2 people in. I don't know if we were like spinning a bottle or something. We pushed 2 people in, and then we had and none of us can rap.
No,
It was bad.
Everyone was terrible.
It was terrible, and it's honestly it was hilarious, and it was such a good time. And I don't know. I think that's like what you were saying is that we do live in an age of like disconnect, like a lack of human connection, and like it's so easy to find like I think simple pleasure somewhere else. You know, when there's someone you don't like, or you don't have to talk to them, you can do something else. You know, when there's a situation where you're like, all right, what do we do now? I'm bored. And I think when I'm with my family, I'm not bored because we choose to be together, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, plus evidence. Thanks for the evidence.
I know.
Exhibit number.
Yeah.
Because we have talked a lot about even our gatherings. July 28th party, there's 60 to 70 people because it's extended family. And we all get along.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay, so As a granddaughter, is there something that you would want to know from your grandmother as like, you know, a curiosity or a like teaching or wisdom or something that you've thought about asking but just haven't?
Abuelita, ¿qué crees que fue, como en tu vida, una de las mejores decisiones que tomaste? Bro. Pero como pensando, no de que sientes que en este momento, en cualquier contexto o situación, hubieras decidido esa decisión cada vez.
Buena pregunta.
Si hay algo que viene a la mente.
Que me casé con la persona que yo quería.
¡Wow! ¡Rico!
Wow.
Okay, wow.
That's why she spent so much time talking to you about marry the right person. It will make it or fuck you up.
I think it goes make it or break it.
Oh.
Okay, mami. ¿Quién es tu hijo favorito?
No. ¿Quién es el nieto favorito? Roberto.
¿Quién es el nieto favorito?
Ninguno, a todos los quiero.
Patito.
Uy, vos quieres.
Ah,
A ver, dime que me quieres a mí.
Dime que me quieres, mami.
Yo los quiero a todos.
Nos quiere.
Ok. Muy bien, Perecita.
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
A ver, ¿qué pregunta tengo para ti?
Yeah, yo he hecho todas las preguntas.
Porque estás más cerca al micrófono. Yo tengo que
Yeah,
hacer esto para hablar.
más cerca de mí.
Pero no tienes preguntas.
Sí, mami. Mami, cuéntame.
Déjame que te cuente. Dime ya.
Ok. Cuando éramos niños, o sea, ¿cuántas horas trabajaba mi papá y por qué no tengo memorias de él de pequeñita? Solo tengo memorias tuyas. O sea, tengo memorias de mi papá, pero ya cuando estoy más grande.
Acá, de acá.
No de acá. O sea, ya siendo niña, pero todas las memorias de pequeñita las tengo con mi mamá, ¿no? Y mi papá no.
Ya, pero también por largo plazo estuvo acá.
No. Estoy hablando de niña. No estoy hablando cuando... Ok, mi papá vino ¿cuántos años tenía? Estaba ya más grande, por este. Tú eres la chiquita. Entonces, digamos que cuando yo tengo 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 años, no recuerdo mucho su presencia. Lo recuerdo, pero ya de más grande. Sí trabajaba mucho, o sea, llegaba de noche, no...
Tenía horario, o sea, había días que le tocaba trabajar desde las 8 hasta las 3 o 4.
Bien.
Y otros horarios tenía que entrar a las 3 o algo así y salir en la madrugada. Tenía horarios feos.
Tenía horarios vagos, ok.
No te digo que
Yo
un
me
día-
acuerdo del de noche. Solo me acuerdo que él llegaba como de tarde.
Sí, llegaba tarde. Porque sus horarios eran, pero le pagaban bien porque él trabajaba en una oficina. Él aprendió a hacer dibujo arquitectónico y hacía dibujos para...
Oh, eso sí me acuerdo. Hacía los dibujos en la mesa. Bueno, el dibujo que yo me acuerdo que hacía en la mesa era de las alfombras.
No, pero hacía dibujos como en la compañía. Y él aprendió dibujo arquitectónico. Por eso sabía diseñar y dibujar. Por eso cuando hizo lo de las alfombras y todo, porque él aprendió diseño.
Sí, era un bravo por eso.
Por eso pudo hacer las alfombras.
O sea, tengo recuerdos de vez en cuando de
Y aparte de eso, que no era, si había un partido de fútbol o algo, se juntaba con sus amigos y porque, ¿cómo se llama? No, o sea, le encantaba a veces reunirse con mis hermanos, y reunirse con sus amigos y ver partidos y cosas así. No puedo, yo no puedo decir nada porque sí sabía que me gustaba eso, sí.
Mami, cuando tuviste a Paola, ¿pensaste que
era la última? Sí. Paola era la última, yo tuve...
yeah. ¿Te asusté, mami? O sea, cuando estuviste embarazada conmigo, cuando te dieron la noticia,
¿Te molestaste?
No, ¿te asustó?
Yo me hubiera molestado, solamente pregunto. ¿Te molestaste?
Me molestaste.
Tengo que pisar no, no.
No.
¿No te asustaste?
Bueno, fue algo que ya no pensaba tener más hijos, pero ya.
No, o sea, nunca pensaste en aborto.
¿Por qué esperaste para mí, para dar tu nombre?
Porque
No sabía qué nombre ponerte. Tu papá te puso tu nombre. Era bien bonito.
Paola tiene el nombre de mi papi, me puso el nombre a mí. Carlos y Roberto, me imagino que...
Obvio, mi
Carlos y Roberto.
Mamá.
Porque él creía que se llamaba Carlos.
No, él sabía que no. Él no le gustaba su nombre.
Todas las partidas de ustedes,
La firmó como Carlos.
porque ese nombre le gustaba a él. Y
A él le gustaba su nombre Carlos y, o sea, mi
Es
papá...
que es su segundo nombre.
Y agarró y puso en las partidas.
El resto somos
Y-
adoptados.
Pero pensabas que yo iba a ser varón.
No pensaba nada. Antes no te decían qué sexo vas a tener.
Ya. ¿Y quién me dio de Jesús? ¿Mi papi también?
Sí.
Santa.
Teresa y Jesús.
Yeah. ¿Soy o no soy? ¿Soy?
No sé, te pregunto, esto es tu vida. A ver, ¿qué otra pregunta tengo?
Sí, porque esta va a ser la única vez, ¿ah?
¿Que va a grabar?
Yeah.
Claro.
No va a serlo de nuevo.
A Mari le puso...
La trama.
¿Quién le puso el nombre a María? A ver.
En
María Isabel.
Tu mamá nació cuando Perú había un mundial de fútbol que se pasó en México.
México 70.
Entonces,
71, 70.
70.
Entonces, el hotel donde se alojó la tipo peruano.
Isabel.
En un hotel que se llamaba María Isabel.
Mi papá llamado por un hotel. María Isabel. Por el fútbol.
Por el amor del fútbol. Obvio.
¿Cómo
Firstborn.
iba a ir a registrar a tu hermana eso si recién había nacido? Tú tenías que ir a poner...
Pero no como escogieron el nombre antes.
No,
No.
parece que no. Me decía, ¿qué parece esto?
A tus tíos, tu abuelito les puso el nombre.
Tantas.
Los dos, sí.
La única fue Paola.
O sea, la única que tú le pusiste el nombre de Paola.
Paola Patricia.
Ah,
The
ok.
hotel. The hotel. The hotel. The hotel. Holiday.
You have to rap the song now. The permission song. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
¿Ya? No lo pienses mucho.
Cuando estuve enferma, hubo un tiempo en la universidad que estuve enferma.
Cuando estuviste en Boston.
Cuando estuve en UConn.
En Yukon.
Y tuve que salir de UConn porque estuve enferma por casi alrededor de un año. Y estaba entrando y saliendo de emergencias y recuerdo hasta que decidí, bueno, dejé la escuela porque no puedo estar en la escuela. Bueno, la universidad de UConn dijo que quédate en tu casa. ¿Y cómo se llama? Y hubo un momento en que me voy a la casa con ustedes y me quedo con ustedes porque ya no sabía qué hacer. Y entonces llega, y entre tú y mi abuelita me curó. O sea, con mi mamá, o sea, éramos las tres. Eso fueron 3 generaciones y el recuerdo que tengo es, bueno, mi abuelita me pasó el huevo, no sé cuántas veces. ¿Cuántas veces me pasó el huevo mi abuelita? Y la primera vez me dijo, lo más importante, estaba sin ropa, lo más importante me dijo es que tengas fe.
Sí, ya.
Y entonces ella mientras me pasaba el huevo, hay días que son de curación, ¿no? Creo que era día martes, que me dijo que fuera. ¿Recuerdas, mami? Día martes. Y mi abuelita y mi mamá, las dos estaban orando y yo también orando mientras me estaban pasando el huevo.
O sea, el
Bueno,
Padre Nuestro.
sí, porque ella ora Padre Nuestro. Tú puedes orar la fe que tú tengas, pero mi abuelita oraba Padre Nuestro y Ave Marías.
Sí.
Y hacía con el huevo la señal de la cruz por todo mi cuerpo. O sea, ¿no? Por todo mi
Sí.
cuerpo. Y entonces el recuerdo que tengo yo, mami, es que tú también estabas ahí y estabas orando también. O sea, éramos las 3 orando y eso fue lo que me curó. ¿Cuántas más o menos sesiones hicimos con mi abuelita de curación? Fue más de una semana.
Sí, es que son los días martes y jueves.
Martes y jueves. Y entonces estábamos en eso. Hasta que el huevo sale limpio. Una vez que salió limpio, ni más tuve un problema ni con el estómago, ni con nada de los problemas. Pero, ¿recuerdas, mami? Lo que yo recuerdo es el poder.
La oración.
El poder de la oración, pero el poder de la conexión entre 3 generaciones haciendo esto. Oh, y estábamos paradas en triángulos. Estábamos paradas en triángulos. Mi abuelita acá, mi mamá acá. Muy poderoso.
Pero también por eso voy a la iglesia. Yo voy a St. Patrick's, que quedan en la quinta. Y yo voy y yo rezo y eso es la conexión también.
Ya. ¿Qué recuerdo tienes de ese entonces, mami? Porque ese es el único recuerdo que tengo yo, es viernes a las 3. ¿Qué recuerdas tú?
Sí, que porque al pasarte esto, haces la señal de la cruz en tu cuerpo. O sea, haciendo la señal de la cruz en tu cuerpo.
¿Estabas preocupada?
¿Cómo?
¿Estabas preocupada?
Claro. ¿Quién quiere ver a sus hijos enfermos?
Nadie.
Pero sí, la cruz
Pero yo sentí mucha tranquilidad, o sea, yo no estaba preocupada cuando estaba con mi abuelita ni con mi mami. Sentí mucha paz, mucha tranquilidad y mi abuelita me dijo, olvídate de todo, lo más importante es que tengas fe. Entonces eso es lo que hice.
Tienes que tener fe. Si no, no, nada.
Entonces mi pregunta en realidad es, ¿qué recuerdos tienes de mi abuelita curando a otras personas? Aparte de, bueno, del tema de pasar el huevo, de hacer limpieza con huevo, ¿qué otras cosas recuerdas y qué otras enseñanzas recuerdas que tienes de mi abuelita
porque
en cuanto a curar a otras personas?
lo que pasa es que uno hereda eso de sus abuelitos,
O
de
sea,
las tradiciones
la
de la
mamá de,
familia.
la mamá de mi abuelita curaba.
Me imagino que ella le enseñó eso.
¿Tú tienes recuerdos de tu abuelita?
Solamente bien vagos. Yo sé que yo fui a Tumbes y viví en su casa, la casita esa de pizarro.
Sí.
Y al frente había poca gente que vivía ahí porque mi abuelita tenía un terreno así grande donde estaba en su casa y había un espacio grande así del mismo tamaño de su casa y ahí tenía cabritas, no sé, caballos, qué sé yo, que tenía animales. Y yo me acuerdo que de chiquita iba y había unos vecinos al frente que tenían su casita al frente y tenían también cabritas. Y había nacido un cabrito pequeñito y claro, la señora para juntar a sus animalitos, el cabrito se quería ir corriendo para otro lado y él lo agarraba y agarraba. Así lo empujaba así para que entrara a su corral, ¿no? Bien me daba cólera de ver que se lo empujaba. Lindo era. Sí, yo le decía a mi abuelita, esa señora tal, lo maltrata al cabrito. Me dio tanta pena y después ya nos regresamos, ¿no? De las vacaciones que pasamos en Pizarro. Y siempre que me acuerdo de esa época de mi vida, me acuerdo de mi abuelita, pero me acuerdo del cabrito tan lindo.
Son recuerdos que te llevaste. Ok. Pero no tienes otro recuerdo de su mamá.
Y mi abuelita sí que cocinaba rico. Siempre que regresábamos de Tumbes para Lima llevábamos de todo. Y también me acuerdo de mi papá que cuando iba a Ica a trabajar nos traía dátiles, frijol. Esa revolución caliente, esos palitos que venden. Ustedes han comido eso, revolución caliente. Para rechinar los dientes. Sí, antes había eso, después los que afilaban los cuchillos.
Sí.
Necesito eso.
Mami, pero de mi abuelita, ¿recuerdas que otra, aparte de hacer limpiezas con huevos, qué más hacía que tú recuerdas? Por ejemplo, a ti, ¿qué más hacía en ti cuando tú estabas enferma de algo?
Ah, no, ella nos curaba cuando estábamos con gripe, frotarnos todos. Bueno, antes hacían hervir agua y de vaporú y bueno, se ponían así para despejar rápido.
Yo recuerdo de un enjunje o algo de color como naranja o como yodo o no sé qué en el estómago. ¿Sabes de qué estoy hablando? Era con papel y le prendía algo arriba. Era casi como si fuera un suction cup.
Ah, no, ese es cuando te entra aire.
Sí, cuando te
Olía,
entra
me
aire.
olía.
Ya, pero también la piedra.
La piedra, no, pero mi abuelita hacía básicamente como
Con
cupping,
papel.
con papel, pero con un cosito.
Vaso.
Era un vaso en la barriga.
No, también
O
en
en
la
la
espalda
espalda,
cuando
donde
te
sea.
entraba aire.
Bueno, eso es lo que recuerdo, pero otras memorias no. Bueno, eso y los enemas.
Okay. And then do you have any kind of specific or clear memories with my mom?
Con abuelita.
Yeah, as a kid. Or even just like a bigger family, but I mean,
Tengo un recuerdo. Estuvimos en Prospect Place.
hace tiempo.
Yeah, I don't know where my parents were. Y tenía hambre. Entré a la cocina y mi abuela, tengo hambre. And abuelita went, hay fruta. Okay. Done.
There were no snacks.
There were no
There were no
snacks.
snacks. There was no such thing as snacks.
I wanted a snack. Yeah, I wanted a snack. And my fruta.
The fruit is the snack.
Snack. You don't eat a banana. The sewing machine. I don't have like specific memories. I remember the sewing machine.
Just that.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
This is what we have for you today. I think we squeezed about as much as we possibly could from this group. My idea materialized. I wanted to get some generational conversations going, and I'm thankful and grateful for this specific episode. It's close to my heart. I love my mother. I'm saying it now. I'll say it again, probably when we turn this off. I love my niece. I love my family. Oh, I love you too. Yeah. And I feel like I can speak for both of us with saying this has been the most honorable guest for us. So this is what we have for you this week. The
Genz.
the 3 gens. And we will be back next week.
With your permission.
And that is all we have for you this week.
Make sure you follow Permission the Podcast.
And we'll be back next week
With
your permission.